Hi guys, Luke here of SimBoxx in association with Clint Patrick and Adrenaline Performance, and this is my breakdown and prediction for this weekend's huge super middleweight unification clash between the WBA, WBC and Ring Magazine super middleweight world champion Saul Canelo Alvarez and the WBO super middleweight world champion Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican superstar, the number one pound for pound boxer on the planet, the number one attraction in the sport of boxing. At just 30 years of age, he's compiled a record of 55 wins, 1 loss and 2 draws, with 37 big wins coming by way of knockout. Canelo has fought a who's who when it comes to the elite of super welterweights, middleweights, super middleweights, and even ventured as high as light heavyweights to dethrone Sergey Kovalev by way of 11th round knockout. He is a 4-division world champion, and as I say, he's generally considered to be the number one boxer on the planet. Opposing him is the undefeated enigma, that is the UK's Billy Joe Saunders, 30-0, 14 big wins by knockout. He's 31 years of age, and it's fair to say he doesn't really have the resume of Canelo, but he has some good, solid wins against the likes of Andy Lee, Chris Eubank Jr., and David Lemieux, which is arguably his career best victory. In his most recent fight, he defeated an aging Martin Murray convincingly without really getting out of second or third gear, and he beat him by way of unanimous decision. Canelo, on the other hand, this will be his third fight in 5 months, having defeated Callum Smith in December to pick up the WBA, WBC and Ring Magazine super middleweight world titles, and he knocked out and overmatched Avni Yildirim in February by way of knockout. That was a WBC mandatory title defence, and now he looks to unify the WBO title, which is currently held by Billy Joe Saunders. There has been a lot of back and forth in the build-up to this fight, considering the size of the ring. Will the fight happen? Will it not happen? Team Saunders were very unhappy, but we got past those issues, and Billy Joe Saunders has done his best to, I think it's fair to say, ruffle the feathers of Team Canelo, get under his skin, get into his mind, play those mind games that he does so very well. And if that gives him the advantage on Saturday night, then more power to him. Canelo, as we know, is vastly experienced, and he's used to getting things his own way as the general number one attraction in boxing. And so to have somebody in front of him that doesn't really comply to the rules, doesn't sit when he's told to sit, and doesn't stand when he's told to stand, does things his own way. He's not daunted by the task in front of him as Billy Joe Saunders. He's not fazed by the name and the reputation that comes with Canelo. But this is a huge ask. It's a huge step up for Billy Joe Saunders. It's a massive step up from any kind of level that he's operated at previously. Canelo, at 30 years of age, is a seasoned veteran already. But the scary thing is with Canelo is that it seems like he's still getting better and better. Each fight, each passing fight, we seem to see him display a different attribute or a different set of attributes that are beyond what we've seen already. Fight by fight, he really is getting better and better, and nothing showcased that more than the comprehensive victory against Callum Smith. He gave away a lot of height, a lot of reach, a lot of natural size to Callum Smith, and Canelo negated that throughout the fight to win a shutout points victory. And that encompasses everything that makes Canelo the great that he is. He's almost a living legend without trying to blow too much smoke up his backside. He will be the type of guy that we will look back on as the generational best in our era. Now, looking at the fight, my prediction, my breakdown, does Billy Joe Saunders have the power to earn the respect from Canelo? Because I think it's important that we know Billy Joe Saunders is going to go in there on the back foot. He's going to look to box and move. He's very slick. He's a great boxer. He does the fundamentals very well. He's not going to want to get his back on the ropes and backed up by Canelo, and Canelo to be able to pick off his shots. So we know Billy Joe Saunders is going to stick and move, let his shots off in little bursts, and then continue to move around the ring. But is he going to be able to land enough and often enough to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez? Likewise, is Canelo Alvarez going to go headhunting? Will he look to go to the body and slow down the legs of Billy Joe Saunders early on, and then finally look to get to the head of Billy Joe Saunders and possibly force a late stoppage? That remains to be seen. But my prediction is we'd love to see the Brit do it. We'd love to see a Brit go in and dethrone the generally considered pound for pound number one boxer on the planet. But this is a tall order for Billy Joe Saunders. I feel his inactivity, his lack of elite level experience against top level opponents will be a telling factor in this fight, and I see Canelo figuring out the problems Billy Joe Saunders will pose early doors, and I think Canelo will start to land often against Billy Joe Saunders to the body. I think the legs will slow Billy Joe Saunders, and then I think Canelo will go headhunting the mid to late rounds and will force the stoppage. I think Billy Joe Saunders will be stopped on his feet between rounds 9 and 12, so a very late stoppage is my prediction. Guys, as always, if you agree or disagree with my prediction, it's a huge fight. We know this fight has split opinion. Let me know in those comments below how you see this fight going. Thanks for checking out my prediction. Check out SimBoxx across all social media, and I'll catch you on the next one.